Yes, welcome to a short edition of the No State Project. It's a quick video that we have here at markstevens.net to add to the success stories. Yes, we've had success beating traffic tickets and tax cases and drug charges on 4 continents. That's right, 4 continents by using the Socratic method of just asking questions, just challenging the claims that are being used against you. And of course, the claim that's being used against you almost every single time is that you violated their sacred code. That's right, their sacred code, and they don't have a shred of evidence to prove that their code applies. And if you disagree, call into a live broadcast. We do have 3 hours of anarchy radio here at markstevens.net. But let's get to the actual document. This is from Ron, and he did say I could post this unredacted. He says I could post this as is. This is from the Justice Court in Las Vegas, Nevada. And do appreciate Ron allowing me to do this. I believe he filed a motion to dismiss and discovery request on 2 traffic charges, driving without a driver's license and following too closely. And I guess this Karen Mishler is the prosecutor. After receiving the motion to dismiss and the discovery request, choosing to not proceed and withdrew. So what they do is they withdrew and decided not to proceed. So a nolo prosequi. Can we say? And then this, of course, that was granted by the Justice of the Peace. This is a certified copy. This is the imprint there, the seal. So it's a certified copy of the judge's order dismissing. So can we say for sure that this had anything to do with the material and the defense that Ron put up based on a lack of evidence proving jurisdiction, lack of evidence showing there was a valid cause of action? No, we can't say for certain. No, but he did stand up to these predators and did get thrown out, and it is evidence that you can and should be defending yourself against these charges, especially since it could result in a hell of a lot more money in insurance costs. You can beat them, and you can do it without hiring an attorney. So while we cannot say with any certainty at all that it had to do with the defense Ron launched, we can obviously say that he stood up for himself against these predators and got it tossed out. I would say circumstantial does point in the direction that it did have something to do with his defense. But if you are up against something like this, I think you should take the time to learn, because it doesn't take that long. Ron could attest to that, and so many other people that we have here at markstevens.net under these success stories can attest that it's not something that takes intense preparation, but it does take some time to do some role playing, learn what's in the motion, how to effectively defend yourself by just keeping the burden of proof on the accuser. And in this case, it was a prosecutor named Karen, who then eventually withdrew. So big congratulations, of course, to Ron, and thanks for allowing me to post this certified copy unredacted here on markstevens.net. Again, if there was evidence proving that their constitution, their sacred code, if there was evidence that it applied, if they could prove it, then they would, instead of just withdrawing like they did in Ron's case. But if you disagree, if you think that Karen or any other prosecutor or tax agent, any bureaucrat has evidence and can actually prove that their laws apply to us just because we're physically in Arizona or in Australia or wherever, then you're more than welcome to call into a live broadcast of the No State Project and present your evidence.